Hello friends, I am MovieRecap NL and this is the movie Don't Go Away. It tells about ordering their children to tie ropes to protect them from forest creatures. However, they did not pay much attention and ended up falling victim to evil spirits. Deep in the forest lived two siblings named Samuel and Nolan. They believed that the children were destined to live in this house and that evil should be eradicated from the world. Every day they prayed to chase away the evil spirits. The spirits could be seen only by them. Before dawn, they would race and the children would wake up from sleep. Together, they set out on a journey to the forest. Their mother, who knew about the ropes, hoped to protect them from the evil spirits. The concerned mother thought that the ropes should never be untied. These ropes were connected to the children's grandfather, who sacrificed himself to protect the mother. The mothers were divided into three groups, and the mother began to see the evil spirits whispering to the children, but she did not trust them. Nolan went to check the winter house by bringing a tree, but the children had already climbed onto some rocks. On a peach tree, one of the three eggs was seen, and when going to catch it, the rope was torn. Nolan, wanting to catch the egg, was about to untie the rope, but Samuel stopped him. On the way back, they argued and angry Nolan grabbed his brother's rope, tearing it and falling, injuring his leg. Nolan quickly ran to help them while Samuel heard voices coming from the bushes. Seeing his brother in pain and unable to get up, Nolan untied the rope and decided to help. The mother, eating early in the morning, watched her children with concern. The woman who cut the torn rope saw the evil spirit children that had angered the late mother and managed to save one of them. Together with them, Nolan was tied to the rope. The rope that appeared among the children's groups was unable to be tied to them. The children who saw them could not meet them. The mother, preparing to go to work, placed her hands on the sacred place of the children and prayed for protection. However, nothing happened to the children, which indicated that the evil spirits could not approach them. After this, the mother strongly emphasized the need to never untie the ropes again and treated Samuel's injured leg. On the next day at night, the mother told the children a story. One day, a dark spirit in the form of a little girl came asking for help. She cried out for help for several days, but the mother did not trust her and thought she was a trick. When the cries stopped, the mother saw the frightened child and the dead body that had fled. The mother criticized the deception of these dark spirits. For this reason, she insisted on the strict rules about the ropes. After the rope was torn by Samuel at night, nothing was seen or asked about the absence, but the two siblings had not seen the balloon, and this made Nolan very upset. Samuel, thinking about what would happen to them, hoped they would never be caught. At the same time, the woman sitting outside saw her husband. He again hoped to see his children, but the mother did not trust his intentions. The next day, she checked her plants in the greenhouse and saw most of them had dried up. The dreams that had faded due to last winter's cold had passed away. For this reason, the food had been left to rot. Before long, the stored food began to run out. One night, the woman who was crying saw Nolan coming to her. He did not answer his mother's questions, which showed that he had become rebellious. The woman took him to bed and put a bandage on his leg. The next day, the woman went to the forest to mourn the animals, and the birds' songs echoed throughout. She saw crows paying respects to Nolan's body. The child's mother looked at the birds, and the crying woman's tears were false. The next day, the mother took out a rotten apricot for the children. Nolan, sensing something moving behind him, turned around but saw nothing. Suddenly, something pulled his rope and dragged the child into the forest. A snake-like creature grabbed the rope as it entered the cave. Nolan, imagining this as a dream, thought it was good luck. His mother, going after him, took sacred trees to pray. After an hour, she left that place and went home, telling Samuel that they needed to run away. If they moved quickly, it would be possible to escape from the evil spirits, and after collecting some supplies, they would be able to survive. But Samuel refused this. The next day, the woman took a box from the warehouse and showed it to the children. It contained a film camera which she kept for important situations. After that, she sat down seriously and said that if they wanted to survive, they would have to eat the puppies. Soon, the children began to resist this and the woman's authority was challenged. For fairness, the woman asked Samuel for his word and he agreed to eat the puppies. The angry boy went out to protect the puppies and warned him. The woman took him inside and thanked everyone, then cut Nolan's rope and put him inside. The woman broke the mirrors in despair and Samuel scolded his brother. At the same time, the evil spirit of the dead mother appeared. The creature, angry at the woman for the many bad things she had done to the children, forced her to eat her children. The woman, with nothing left to lose, took a broken doll and tried to kill herself. Samuel, Nolan's older brother, went to the greenhouse to help his mother with the ropes. He wanted to help her, but it was too late now. Feeling guilty, Nolan tied the rope and returned home. Nolan, leaving the old plastic behind, looked like he was getting better while Samuel was about to bury their mother's body. The next day, Nolan watched the puppies and said, "Hey everyone, if there is no food left, will they eat me?" Samuel, hungry, prepared tea. After their mother's death, Samuel wanted to leave her house. Nolan decided to save his brother, tied the rope, and set out into the forest. Because the rope was very long now, he tried to make a path on the asphalt. Seeing this, the child began to help, but there was no response from the village. He became determined. The forest was dangerous for boys. While playing in the forest, he said he was coming to help and that he had food. Suddenly, the spirit Samuel possessed him and threatened him with a sword. The forest told them not to harm the child. Nolan ran towards the forest, but Samuel did not believe the rumors about the trap. The brave child caught the hand of the rescuer. Nolan seemed to be about to catch a bag, but the hand resisted. Nolan took the bag and saw some canned food and was well fed. He offered some to Samuel, but Samuel refused, still thinking it was a trap. At night, starving Samuel went down and ate his food with a spoon. After that, he shook the bag of the child and found a photo of the child with his daughter. The flashlight taken from the bag was very useful at night. Suddenly, there was a noise in the tent, and Samuel went to the greenhouse completely. Along the way, the wind blew the tent, and although the wind was strong, there was nothing outside except a burnt corpse. Samuel, who had become cautious, suddenly met a girl. When she asked about her father, Samuel pretended not to know anything, but the girl recognized her father's flashlight. Samuel apologized for his mistake, and the frightened girl ran into the forest. The child followed her but got distracted and stuck to a tree branch. Samuel untied the rope to help. With his daughter missing, Samuel kept watch on his legs, climbing on a tree, and thought about the forest creature statue. Suddenly, a girl appeared and began to attack him with claws and terrible screams. Her tongue was torn and Samuel's mouth was bleeding. Then he went outside bleeding and hoped to return home safely. He tried to pull Samuel's rope, but it was tied. Hearing Samuel's voice, he got angry, but Samuel cut his rope and fled. Then the car lights turned on, and Nolan, thinking that evil spirits had entered his brother, ran home. Hearing the shouting from above, Nolan cursed his mother's name and saw Samuel sitting on the bed. Meanwhile, Samuel, who had appeared suddenly and looked serious, did not answer his brother's harsh words. Nolan, who had fallen from his hand, put his hand on it and began to beg. This forced Samuel to take a knife and threaten his brother. Nolan, who fled, gave up his pleas. Samuel pulled the blanket and fell asleep, then took a rope and set fire to the house. After that, the child went out to play and the game was ruined. The night was falling and it was cold, and he returned inside when another exit appeared. Nolan saw his mother calling him from behind the curtain and thought about her true nature. Samuel was burning himself and suddenly a ghost appeared. Nolan, who ran away from his mother, opened the basement door and pushed and locked it. After that, he remembered that he had to fill the basement with kindness for the mother. The creature in Nolan's leg became a curse for the children, and in front of him appeared a snake-like creature. Not wanting to be defeated, Nolan left it behind, and the creature eventually turned into a lullaby. After some time, rescue flights arrived. When Nolan opened his eyes, he was flying over a big city and protected his head from danger, telling the same story of freedom. Samuel responded, happy to see him, but this was only the beginning. The forest creature's hand is Turkish. The end.